What's going on, y'all? Firstly, I want to thank you all for the support on my last Wo Long build video. It was an awesome lightning build, and if you want to check it out after this, the link will be in the description. But welcome to whomever is new to the Identity channel, and for those who don't know me, if you're feeling my style, then like the video. Also, consider subscribing if you're new here. Now let's get into this. First things first, I want to apologize, fam, for my last Wo Long video. I was so excited about uploading it that I forgot to mention some key aspects you must know in regards to build making. Best believe in this video, I won't leave anything out. So, have you ever wanted to have a build that turns you into a certified beast in the flame category? Well, I have just the thing. With every facet of this build in favor of efficiency and the absolute best scaling, you cannot go wrong here. Now in Wo Long, there are very specific ways to get your damage insanely high. You just gotta find the right weapons that'll get you to that point. I'm talking A+ weapon damage scaling. This means that certain weapons get a bonus damage if they have a specific virtue that particular weapon scales with the best. And for the fire virtue, there are a few options to help you get there. First, let me show you what virtues I have leveled up. And by the way, if you didn't know this already, you can respec your virtues anytime you want with 0 penalties, with 0 consequences. Just go to the hidden village, and in this house, you'll see 𝐿𝐸 sitting there. Just talk to him and you can reset parameters anytime and create whatever build you want based on the level you've reached. So in today's build, I prioritized the fire virtue mainly and added a little bit of wood because I didn't want to be too squishy, but no more than 20 I'd say. Reason being is that you're going to be dishing out so much damage you'll barely get hit. This is the beginning of how weapon damage scaling works in Wo Long. Because the weapon I'm using is something special, and it came just in time because I tried some other weapons and they didn't do it for me. I swore up and down that I was going to be using 𝐿𝐸's Tiger Fong dual halberds. Very underwhelming, so I scrapped them. Next, I said, let me try 𝐿𝐸 Sky Piercer, and I just knew that weapon was going to be fire. I mean, did you fight 𝐿𝐸? Did you see what he was doing with that thing? And let me say something real quick. These devs straight up disrespected 𝐿𝐸 by giving him such trash martial arts on his weapon. So that didn't work for me either. Even with those weapons scaling excellently with fire, they weren't a good fit at all. But what really felt the best was this right here, the Drought Demon Blade. And I actually used an insanely broken earth build that I made to beat this boss in order to get it. I can't wait to show you that. But this demon blade is the perfect fit. A+ damage scaling in fire with a 513 attack power. And get this, an A- in metal. So if you want, you can have a secondary weapon that scales in that, but I personally couldn't put the demon blade down. Just look at the gameplay and you can see why. This build cuts through everything like melted butter. It's a fast-moving, fast-killing playstyle, and the special effects on here help with that style a lot. They're called Shimmering Sun and Drifting Cloud. I only use these in specific circumstances, because Shimmering Sun is very situational and very risky to use, but Drifting Cloud is perfect and helps to get you out of danger. And this couldn't work with a better embedment than Power Drop, because it decreases the damage of the enemy upon completing a martial art. The two other embedments are to help the flame attack power and damage. Now, this is important, so listen up, because none of the status effects stack with one another. So if you put, let's say, flame damage on 2 separate pieces of armor, they won't stack. You'll just yield one of those bonuses. So in the other pieces, I made sure to add other aspects of the same status, like burn accumulation on enemies, elemental damage, and spirit damage to enemies with burns. This is how you min-max the status on builds. The result is the absolute domination you see in the gameplay. Now, although I did not quite like Sensei's weapon, I do enjoy his armor. It's called the Young Conqueror's set. It's a light low, which is great for this. Unfortunately, it has a set bonus. You got spirit gain from performing normal attacks, which you're always going to be doing, and while attacking, you take a small percentage of less damage, which helps a lot since I have a low wood virtue stat. The last part of the set bonus is amazing because it ties directly into the entire combat objective of Wo Long. When you deflect an enemy's critical blow, your damage is amplified. Oh, and can somebody please comment below and tell me what that damage is, because I have no idea. And they have a lot of these type of stats and embedments in this game, saying amplifies damage here, amplifies damage there, but it doesn't tell you how much. I guess you're just gonna have to get in the lab and look at how much the damage increases, but I don't have enough patience to do that at the moment. Now the rest of the embedments on the build are whatever your preference is. I wanted to do everything I could to help sustain the fire status effect, also help to get it back quickly when it's gone. Now of course you know what spell I had to go with first, right? This is not necessary but highly recommended, as the fire status buildup is very fast as soon as you activate it. And with all the embedments I showed you, min-maxing everything, the damage is insane. And after they catch fire, you don't have to keep activating it. And I'm not even done with the damage yet, because if you want to increase your damage even more on top of what you're already dealing, you gotta go with amplified damage. Again, I don't know how much this is, but I can definitely see the difference. And these last two are honestly interchangeable. Try using any one that helps with crowd control for those fights where there are more than a few foes around. I just know that this right here, Engulfing Inferno, instantly kills certain enemies. And if it doesn't, like for the tanky ones, it automatically amplifies the full fire status effect while dealing tons of damage. So it's a great interrupt, but it does require good timing to pull off. And finally, the divine beast I decided to go with is 𝐤𝐤, a great fire beast that interrupts anything while also setting it ablaze. Tell me down below what flame builds you've made. Also, if you have any insight to offer about this build right here, then feel free to comment that below, because I had some people really help me out with some different ideas that I should think about putting in my next builds, and I've taken them into consideration for sure. But overall, I really think that by now I have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in Wo Long when it comes to build making. I have to say, I love how this system works. So if this build helped you out in any way, don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I made a really strong earth build that I intend to upload in the next couple of days. It's literally broken and very powerful. And there's a rare embedment that I've added which I didn't even know was in the game. I can't wait to show you what I came up with. It's already done and you'll see it soon. But that'll do it for this one, fam. I'll see you in my next video. Be right out.
We going way up, throw cheese. Yo man getting no cheese. In the club we throw G's, stacking blue hundreds with more. I'm getting cake, baby, I'm serious. It's not a game, these boys are delirious. I know you hearing this, fearing this. Way I took over the top, you would think I'm a tyrannist. And I don't trip,